Hello and welcome back to another episode of the
The Unhuntables.
Yeah.
With me, Christopher Collector, my good friend and fellow coin tuber, Grosey Coin Hunts.
Right. We're going again. Stop giggling. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Unhuntables with myself and Grosey from Grosey Coin Hunts, my good friend and fellow coin collector.
Fellow coin collector. Hello.
Fellow coin collector.
Oh, not your fellow friend.
My fellow friend and coin collector. You better now. Oh, better?
No, you used to say that, but you don't say that anymore. Anyway.
Okay. Well, we'll discuss that offline, how you would like me to announce and what titles and awards you'd like me to add into your name. Maybe I should add in professional parking fine skipper to your list of achievements too.
Parking fine skipper? I don't know what you're talking about. Parking fine captain.
Yeah, sure you are. So today we're hunting through 5p pieces. What are we looking for, Grosey?
We're looking for the years 1993, 2018, which are NIFCs, and we're also looking for any territories coins or any world foreign coins or whatever it may be. So it's nice and easy. Only 2 years for you to remember.
I know, that's why I like the 5p's. I know you hate them, but
I absolutely hate them.
We're not going to go over that every time we record 5p's, Grosey. So obviously this is my first half of the video. It'll be continued over on Grosey's side, so you'll have to check him out, check his video out even, to see who got the better finds, and hopefully it'll be me as usual. But first thing we'll chat about, so we arranged quite a few weeks ago now, everyone to send in letters to the Treasury, trying to raise support for more circulating commemorative coins. We're very, very grateful. How many did we get downloads of that letter, Grosey?
Let me have a little look. It was something like, it was over 750 the last time I checked, but I haven't.
Very good.
Well. Whilst you're talking away, I will have a look.
Yeah. So the idea behind writing letters was, I know lots of people said we need to do a change.org petition and other things like that, but the thresholds that we would have to have met for that to make any impact, I didn't think were attainable. So it would be like 100 signatories on a change.org petition does nothing, whereas 100 physical letters landing on the desks at the HMRC I thought would be much more achievable to do and would have more of an impact. Hence why we drove this to try and increase the amount of coins that or the variant of commemorative coins that circulated. You got that grand total yet, Grosey?
Yes, the grand total as of now is 828 downloads.
Amazing. So obviously we don't know that every 800 of those went. It could be people also printing them all off and signing one each from the household, so there might be more, might be less, but 800 is way more than I expected. So a big thank you firstly from myself and I'm sure Grosey to everyone that kindly took part in that. And we have started to see some results, haven't we, Grosey?
We have. I've seen some replies popping through from people sending us their replies. I've had a reply. When I told you I had a reply, you hadn't had a reply.
And I still haven't, so...
Have you really not?
It's outrageous. Absolutely outrageous.
We know who the Treasury's favourite coin tuber is then.
Yes, I'm sure that the Chancellor's just freeing up some extra time waiting for opportunity to come and hand deliver mine. Handwrite mine, hand deliver. He obviously wants to sit down and chat with me, so... I'm more than happy to wait for the special treatment that I'm sure is coming my way and not just a very, very delayed letter. That's outrageous, but there we go. I'm sure I'll get a reply in due course. Maybe it just goes to show how many they actually received, but I think from the looks of it, everyone's getting the same response as everyone else. So.
Yeah, the one thing I was going to say though that it did actually make me sort of think about, they did give a very sort of diplomatic answer in the sense that they point out they have circulated 3 coins. But if you think about it, well, 3 coins this year, if you think about it, in previous years, there actually used to only be 2 or 3, maybe 4, if that, 50p's, like commemoratives released every year, just period. Like, even though there are loads more coins being released, I guess the actual amount that are circulated is still about the same in terms of amount per year.
Yeah, it sort of leads on to one topic I wanted to cover as well: minting coins for money. So minting coins as NIFCs that won't go into circulation, because it seems to be a growing gripe with lots of people that, as we keep saying, lots of commemorative coins being designed and minted, but none being put into circulation. What I find interesting about that, I would love more commemorative circulating coins, more variety, all the different ones that get put into circulation. But I don't get as aggrieved as some people by this, and it made me suddenly think, well, people don't grumble that they make £5 coins. They never put £5 coins in circulation, or those £20 coins, or all those higher denominations in that fine silver. Nobody grumbles about those.
I tell you what it is more than anything for me. It's the fact that we know why they're not circulated, because those denominations aren't circulated.
True.
And that's the reason. Whereas it's more if whoever it is that makes the decision came out and actually said, look, we need more definitives in circulation. We I don't know, we don't have the licensing to put these coins in circulation. Or if they turn around and said, look, it is just a case of we want to sell things that are not going to be in circulation. I don't think they'd ever actually admit that. But if there was a reason behind it, people are always, I think, more understanding when there's a reason for something. So I think that's probably what it would boil down to for me, in terms of why, as you say, it's not the same frustration with £5 coins and the others, because we know why they're not circulated, because it's just as simple as they're not circulated.
Yeah. The other thing, I guess, is that people buying the 50p's are just 50p collectors. So they don't really care what goes on to other denominations, or £2 coin collectors. They only collect circulating coins, and this sort of blurs the line.
I mean, the more I think about it, the more I actually am starting to be of the position of, well, what's the difference between just a token and a piece of metal that's never ever circulated that just has 50p on it?
Yeah. What's the difference between one of these marketing companies, Cook Islands, East Sandwich Islands coin, and the Commonwealth Games 50p? Neither have been minted with the intention of going into circulation. So yeah, I think it does somewhat dilute the raw mint's appeal. Because is it real money, or is it just funny money at this point?
I haven't bought a raw mint BU coin for 6 months or so. And actually, interestingly, I think if they circulated coins, I probably would have done, which is quite interesting.
That's my argument. I think that maybe there's a part of the argument that thinks, oh, if we circulate them, people won't buy the coins. When actually, I think it's the flip side. I think if a coin ends up going into circulation and is rare, look at the price of a Bunk Kew Gardens compared to a Bunk Paddington.
Yeah. It almost gives it a feeling that it is actually money in a funny sort of way.
Yeah, it's that seal of approval. This is a circulating coin, and quite what stops them. I know that if there's no demand in a year, but they can top up the long store with $250,000 of a particular design, just so that some go into circulation.
Completely agree. Yeah, $250,000. Yeah. Absolutely perfect.
But I think we are sort of overtreading very trampled ground that we've been covering an awful lot on these. But the really exciting news is, since we've recorded, the Star Wars designs are out, and the first one is purchasable too, which is very, very exciting. I know you want to talk a bit about the Star Wars release in your half, but I think I'm allowed to talk about the designs.
Star Wars is your thing. I haven't even watched it, so yeah, you go for it.
I just attract these people that have never seen Star Wars. It blows my mind you could go through your life and never watch a Star Wars film. So obviously, it's R2-D2 C-3PO first one. I really like the design. I think it's very good. It's going to be followed up with the Emperor and Darth Vader. Again, quite like the design. Very cool. Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. I like the design, but it's the problem with doing humans and faces on the coins, and it's a very small bit of detail of faces, and I think Luke's face is a little bit off, and Leia looks very, very upset. Similar with Han, it's not quite convincing enough. I think they actually the faces work better with the colour on it, but of course I think I will hold my final judgment until I've got that coin physically in my hand. Much like the 2019 Paddingtons, when I saw the first images I was like, oh, I'm not so keen on these, but when I had them in my hand I was like, actually no, they are pretty cool, I like these. Overall I really like them. I like the latent image, or the, what do they call it now, lenticular feature. Hologram at the top for everyone else.
For me personally, I know I'm probably in the minority of people with this opinion. I don't like them. I think part of it probably is that they look a lot more distracting in the graphics than they do in real life, but I still just, I don't know, I just don't like them, to be honest. It's just one of those things. It's just, I know that's obviously my opinion, and I think I probably am in the minority of people that has that opinion, but yeah, they don't do anything for me. The whatever they're called, lenticular features.
Just the lenticular feature of the coins in general.
No, they had the same on the Harry Potter ones as well. The hologram basically.
Whoa. Are you saying that you don't like the Star Wars coin designs, or you don't like specifically the lenticular feature on them?
Specifically the lenticular feature.
Okay,
on them.
so take that off, and you're happy with it then?
I think I've got no problem with it. Again, it's not my. If it was a topic that I felt more passionately towards, then I might be a bit more inclined to critique the designs, if you know
Although
what I
I
mean.
would counter that with being a massive Star Wars fan myself. I think I would be in a more position to say I don't like this, I don't like that. There was all these minute little things, like I think I've pointed out that the Luke and Leia one, because the set is supposed to be. They've mentioned it's supposed to be for the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. The garb that Princess Leia, Luke and Han Solo wear are definitely A New Hope. And the scene that you have Princess Leia and Luke on is on one of the ships in the films, which Luke is never on in the films. So I could nitpick those kind of little bits, but I think I would probably be more fussy about them than someone who's not a Star Wars fan, maybe.
Yeah, no, definitely.
From that certain point of view, which is a reference that Grosey won't get. But no, I think the other thing tied into that is they're not going to circulation, or a very, very unlikely chance. They said there's no plans at the moment to circulate them. So rubbish. But I think it'd be so cool. But I think we all expected that. But strike your owns. This is a little bit odd, isn't it?
To be honest with you, I haven't actually really been keeping up. I've been so busy with other things that I haven't really been keeping up. But
well, whilst you've been busy not keeping up with the strike your owns, nothing has changed since the last time we were there.
Really, it's still the coronation one, is it?
Still the coronation 50p. There doesn't seem to be a change until possibly September, whenever the Tolkien £2 coin comes out. We know that's going to be a strike your own because the Change Joker event later in this year, they've already confirmed that will be the coin as the strike your own. So I assume that there isn't enough time between now and that weekend. There's only just over 2 months to go. So I don't think that's time to run a whole another strike your own, or it's a very small window to do it. So who really knows on that? But I was bamboozled that they haven't done Star Wars as the strike your own. I thought that'd be a real attention grabber. You might get Star Wars fans got no interest in coins coming down to strike a Star Wars 50p.
Definitely. I think one thing, just going back as well, that I was going to say, and I think I said this to you before, I preferred it when they did for example, the Beatrix Potter characters. I think they got just right, having a coin for each character that literally just says the character name, and that's it. For me as well, I don't like the Star Wars logo on each of the coins.
You're wrong on that. If you were a Star Wars fan, you would totally that. It's not like having the Pepsi Cola symbol. It's different for that. It's part of what Star Wars is. That text, that opening.
Oh no, I get that,
but
I think what they should have is a coin with that on and do a design about that. The same way they did the Beatrix Potters. I think that it has more mystery about it if it's literally, or like the Paddingtons, where you literally just have the characters and no text at all, or whatever other designs there are. I can't think of them off the top of my head. Where you literally just have like the design for that, and then you maybe could do like a fifth one for Star Wars as a whole, maybe.
I don't know. I think your understanding of that bit of that says Star Wars there's a bit just above my head you might be able to see. I think your understanding of that is very wrong. It's not like having the Walt Disney logo in there. It is the essence of Star Wars is in that. So I think we're going to have to agree to disagree on that. But no, I'm very, very excited for coming up for upcoming trips. The Tolkien Strike Your Own. We've got nothing actually set in stone yet, but we will update you guys as and when we do know. But other than that, I haven't missed a Strike Your Own since Frankenstein. I'm sure you don't want to miss one because you've been going for quite a while now.
I have been going for quite a while, yes.
And I'm off to Paris later this year with a couple of coin friends. Grosey was invited, but he's busy doing other things.
Yes, I wasn't able to find time, unfortunately, for that.
Yeah,
I'm sure you'll have a great time without me.
Yeah, the main coin spin on that, and I'll be definitely making a video of this. We're going to the Monnaie de Paris, the Paris Mint, my first mint outside of the UK, which is quite exciting. Apparently there is some sort of strike your own kind of deal that you can do there, so I'm quite excited to go to a foreign mint.
Have you heard you can strike your own Monaco €2 coin?
No.
Yeah, it was on the news.
I thought you were about to say so you can bake your own baguette or something silly like that. I was expecting
You
that
can
to lead up
strike your
to
own
some.
croissant.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was going to lead up to some dodgy.
No, I'm joking. I don't know. I've never been. I don't know.
Okay. You're lying about the Monaco one.
Yeah, of course I am. I just completely made that up.
That's such a boring thing to try and wind me up about. Anyway, that lesson learned. Grosey knows nothing about Star Wars. Grosey knows nothing about nothing. So,
just before we end as well, just on that topic, let me just drop something in there. So this weekend, I had my very first ever Nando's,
Oh,
which was exciting.
did you enjoy it?
It was very good, but I'm sure that'll blow some people's minds that I've never had a Nando's before.
I can't remember the last time I had Nando's. It's just chicken. It's just chicken. I don't get the excitement over it.
I've never had a KFC either.
Have you not had a KFC? Oh, Grosey, with every time we sit down and have a chat about these things, it blows my mind how little you have done and have experienced. But there we go. Anyway, we're rolling over. You have to come over to Grosey's half of the video to find out what other things that everyone has done a bazillion times that Grosey hasn't done, and find out who found the best coins. Well, there we go. In terms of our finds, that is 37 in total from the year 2000 for my world record, all dated 2000, as you can see there. But we don't count those in our competition. It's purely these 3 coins here. So that's 2 from Guernsey, 1 2006, 1 1992, and this Jersey one from 1998. Are 3 territories enough to win today's video? Well, you have to go over to Grosey Coin Hunts channel to find out. So let me know in the comments what your favourite coin from today's hunt and whether I have won or whether Grosey has won. Links will be in the description to his video, assuming he sends me the link in time. There's also links to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to come over and join that, as well as links to my other social media channels, the PO box address you can write into me on, and of course the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, who I work for as my day job, making videos for them, so please do check that out as well. All that leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye!